This is Francis Sideco with TIRIAS Research. We're here with Alex from HP. He's the Senior Director of AI Experiences, which is perfect for what we're trying to talk about here. We're here at the Intel kind of keynote area, but they're having their partners also present some of their Lunar Lake-based devices. So Alex, why don't you kind of tell us what you guys have here?
You bet. So this is our new EliteBook Ultra G1i. If you're familiar with our very popular HP Dragonfly, this is the successor to that product.
That's really nice. Yeah.
Super thin, super light.
Yep.
You gotta hold it to
oh my God, you can't even, it's like, I had to go like this because I felt like I needed the force.
Like the milk carton,
yeah,
right?
but it's not there, yeah.
But
very cool.
Beautiful. But the big step up on this is performance and on the media experience. So it has an OLED display, a larger haptic trackpad, big step up in terms of the audio and the experience around that. But the performance in this with the Lunar Lake processor, huge, especially on AI apps. So it's a Copilot Plus PC. So all those incredible features are in there. But on things like Write-Up, Canva, all of these new AI apps, we see performance is sometimes twice as fast, 175% faster.
Versus what?
Versus the non-AI enabled PCs of just a year ago with Meteor Lake. Big step function in performance.
Perfect.
And this is our HP EliteBook X G1i. So this is the natural successor to our 1000 series.
Yeah.
Really well known in terms of design. You go ahead and listen to this. Also a very light device.
And I like the matte on it. I've been very partial with the matte. We saw that earlier too. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah.
It is. It's a great viewing experience. And in addition, it's just got a little bit more thickness so you get the full ports on it. So the 3 USB-C, HDMI, the USB-A.
Yeah.
But the thing that really sets us apart is the thermal design on it. So it's super quiet, high performance, doesn't throttle, but on top of that, it's got AI built into the firmware. So when you have it on the table, it knows that, it goes full bore. When you put it in your lap, it detects those micro motions and will cool it down so it's cool and comfortable in your lap.
So you don't burn your lap like some of the old laptops.
Exactly, and it also knows the difference between walking with it and being in a bag.
Okay.
And when you put it in your bag, it goes into a deeper hibernation state so that when you come back on Monday and you flip it open, you have a full battery, it comes up right away.
That's interesting. And what's this bad boy here?
Same as this guy here. Now, the other thing I didn't mention is this also has WAN in it, all right? The 5G. The 5G enablement. And I know you're a fan, I'm a fan. I think it changes your life and you get that kind of connectivity.
Yeah, and you don't even have to be a road warrior to appreciate the 5G connectivity. Even if you're whether you're a creator, gamer, or even just a student, you're out on the campus. Sometimes Wi-Fi is not that great over there. You never have to worry about whether you have connectivity, not to mention the security of it, right?
It's so true. It's that last true mile to get to that ubiquitous connectivity that we all want.
What have you guys, I mean, we've all been talking about, 5G or WAN connectivity, even from 3G in laptops. And it's always had kind of this difficult adoption, even from back then. And 5G, we're starting to see now. AI capabilities will probably start bringing that in. But what do you think has been holding that back? And what can an OEM like HP do to try to increase that adoption rate? Because frankly, everybody I talk to, I say buy the 5G capability. But what are you guys seeing?
So these are all business PCs, and on the business front, it requires a willingness of businesses to step up and pay that extra cost, as well as the service to go and enable that. But now we're seeing that businesses are doing it, not just for the ubiquitous connectivity, but for the security.
Yeah.
Because when you're relying on everybody else's Wi-Fi, you're never ever quite positive about what it is that you're connecting to. Even if you're using VPN and these tools, you want to be secure all the way from silicon to cloud. And we think that's going to be a big driver that's going to drive LTE adoption.
So Alex, you're the Senior Director of AI Experiences on this. What are you seeing? Obviously there's Copilot Plus capabilities that's going to be, for the most part, ubiquitous on all Microsoft Windows platforms. From an HP standpoint, what are you guys doing to kind of differentiate on the AI vector?
So we're building, it was really important to HP that when we launched our AI PCs, that we had AI PC experiences
right away, which is,
exactly. So we included a couple things. One is our AI Companion, which is an AI tool that's built in that can help you analyze your documents. You can have a conversation. it's changed the way that we do meetings in HP, because as opposed to rolling through 80 slides,
Yeah.
by the time we get there, everybody's already run it through AI. Everybody's already asked questions in the material.
Yeah.
The difference for us is it's much more meaningful for our work when we get right to the conversation and get to the problem solving.
Yeah, everybody's on the same page already. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the other tool that we include is a tool called Polycamera Pro, which enhances your video, does the background removal, gives you this very professional presence, whether you use Zoom, Teams, Google Meet. And the beauty of that is it uses the NPU. So it does it very power efficiently no matter what service you use, which means that you can use those effects and look your best all day long.
And I know we're here at an Intel event with Lunar, but obviously HP is using SoCs from the other competitors as well that also have NPU. Are you able to do a pretty common experience across all of those different platforms, or are there some variations depending on the SoC that it's based on?
At the Microsoft level, you're going to see a pretty level playing field over a very short period of time ahead. For ISVs, it's a little bit more bumpy in the field. Some have standardized on Intel, some have gone on Qualcomm. We'll start to see that level out as well over a little bit longer time frame. But what we are seeing is tremendous ISVs across all of the silicon ecosystems, that there's no shortage of use cases. In fact, we delivered an app to our sales folks that has like 110 use cases built into it just to get everybody familiar.
That's awesome. So what are some of the, maybe one or two of those 110?
One of the ones that we really like a lot is an app called Virtual Sapiens, which gives you real-time feedback as you present. So if you're touching your face, it lets you know, hey, don't do that, put your hand down.
Stop saying
Yeah, so it does that, or if you're not paying attention, it wakes you up. Another one that we really like is WriteUp, which is a tool that, regardless of whether you're using Word or another tool, it sits there beside and you can change your language, change your tone. It can auto-generate. It's like a co-creator who's got a really great writing sense that's with you all the time. And what's great about our new Intel devices that come is our performance on that is phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Like between the last generation, it's like 179% faster for doing things like translations into other languages.
So you mentioned you have that internally, but have you guys thought about maybe putting that out to your consumers? Because a lot of people, they're going to this refresh cycle and they're going, okay, should I buy an AI PC or one of the other kind of ones from before? And one of the key issues is, okay, look, I know what people have been talking about that I can do, but then where's all the apps that actually take advantage of this? So I would think, I don't know if you guys have they have a Windows store. If you have like an HP store that says, hey, look, click AI on this HP store, and here are all the apps that have AI capabilities. And you guys,
we're doing a number of things. So first of all, on our websites, like putting the ISVs front and center to see what's different about these PCs. Why this isn't just a speed upgrade, but this is a very different animal. And the other thing is, in our AI companion, we are building in a discovery tool that highlights these AI apps. And as we take it into the future, it'll help give you feedback based on what you're doing now that'll help you discover apps that are best for your workflow.
You guys are one of the first OEMs that I've seen that are actually really doing that formally. So kudos to you guys, because I think that's the key thing that's going to help really drive this AI, PC upgrade cycle, basically.
Well, thank you for saying that. We have put a lot of work into that, and I think we all know that it's not going to be about the speeds and all of that stuff. It's really about how it changes your workflow and how it changes your day, and so that's where we're putting our focus.
Perfect. And I assume all these are available now?
They're coming out in January.
January, okay. Perfect. And then do any of I don't remember which HPC or HP computers had kind of some of the green initiatives that you guys had where the materials were.
They all do.
They all do. Perfect.
They all do across the board.
Okay.
They're all EP gold.
Yeah.
And the volume of recycled material is
it's when you guys came out with that a couple years ago here at this show, we were like, wow, that's a lot of material.
And we just every year we take it to the next level in terms of our packaging, in terms of what we're doing with the recycled materials. In the cases, we're at like 90% recyclable.
And you're not giving away anything from a premium kind of look and feel. It still looks
not at all. And because we're doing it in mass, we're also able to do it very cost efficiently. So it's good for the earth and good for the business as well.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Alex. Appreciate your time. That was awesome. Thank you.
Take care.